getting dark. Everyone left. I am standing outside the house. How will I live my life without you? I am terrified, George. Can you hear me or see me? I hear the birds and the crickets. I can't see them. George, the ducks and the deer you used to feed were looking for you. Do you remember the day when we were walking on the sand at the beach in Daytona at dusk, and you had said to me, Cathy, I can't imagine my life without you. George, you left me. George, give me a sign. Can you hear me? Can you see me? George, I am in the bedroom. I thought it was you, lying on the bed, all bundled up. I wanted to say to you, let me turn the heat on and give you a warm comforter. You are gone forever. Oh, George, please come back. You used to get upset when I didn't get up early like you. You used to say, all the fun is in the mornings. I got up early this morning, but now you're gone. Who will have all the fun now, George? George, it is dark. The street lights are on. George, it hurts to even think about us, about our lives. We had such a wonderful life together. George, the fearless duck you used to feed, waited all day at the pond for you. She came up to me. I think it wanted to ask me about you. I fed her. I wanted to share my sorrow. But then I thought, why make her sad? Let her remember all the good things about you. George, the little kid, Johnny, he asked me about you. I said, George has gone to heaven. Are you in heaven now, George? Johnny the kid wanted to know so many things about you and the heaven, wherever you are. George, I hope you are smiling like you always did. I cried all day today whenever I thought of you. You always cheered me up. The children have their lives. I am having a hard time believing that you are not here for me, George. I am angry with God for taking you before me. This duck, this is you. It is still sitting there. It refuses to fly away with its fellow ducks. I feel like going deep into the forests and hope I get lost. I wish somehow you would come magically from nowhere and rescue me. The deer are grazing the grass in the front and the backyard. They look at me with their big, innocent eyes. I feel like reaching out to them, but I hesitate with you around. I was afraid of nothing, but I am afraid today of darkness, of being alone. The children live so far away. What if I fall or become sick with you around me, George? I thought of life, hope, and joy with you gone. My hopes and joys are gone. When you were around, George, I thought of dancing, singing, and rain. I wanted to cook for you I wanted to make your bed today. I ate leftovers. George, this life without you is not a life. It is a sentence of silent solitude. It is a bright sunny day, the kind you loved. I thought of all the laughs we shared while sitting on the porch, gazing at the sky, and sometimes looking at each other. We didn't talk for hours, just sat with each other. Yet you always knew what was on my mind. I wondered sometimes how well you read my mind. Everything is the same around me. The neighborhood, the birds, and the deer. I hear children laughing and playing. Life goes on as usual all around me. Yet I feel the light of my life is gone. The wind is blowing gently. The sun is hot, but I like the sunny day. George, you are the sun of my life. Whenever I go inside the house, I feel you are calling me to come outside. I am afraid of going inside. I feel your soul is hovering around the house. I know, George, how much you love me. I love you too. George, I wanted us to be together forever. You are gone. It was God's will. 1 minute you were breathing. There was light in your eyes. The next moment you were gone. You were gone far away. Yet I feel your presence. I feel your spirit is hovering around the house. It seems I am stopping you from going peacefully to the other world. If I am the cause of this suffering, I release you. George, no. I will always love you in my heart. George, I am watching the dear family from the bedroom window. They had their fill. They grazed the grass to their heart's satisfaction. They are headed back to the deep forests. They're coming and going near our home, and the pond is a mystery to me. I wonder about them. What do they think about us? When they are grazing, they look me up in the eyes and seem to ask, "Are you going to shoot me and make me your meal?" I want to comfort them and say, "Don't go back to the forests. Stay here with me." George is gone. The children came for the funeral and left. Nobody has time to stay close to me. The deer and the ducks could stay in the backyard and the pond. George, I am lost. George, when you were around, time flew fast. I felt there was so much to do, yet so little time. Remember you told me that your biggest regret in life was that you didn't spend enough time with your family. You wanted to make up for the time lost by spending every minute of the rest of your life with me. You did that, George. We did it. We spent all our times with each other, with our children and our grandchildren. We helped our children to raise their children. After you were gone, the children didn't wait and left. George, money and job is more important to them. Maybe I am being too sensitive. You alone could give me a balanced opinion. George, was it okay for your children to leave like this? George, I am looking at the sky. It is blue with white clouds. I hear the birds. I see the ducks. The wind is stirring the water in the pond. I can see the reflection of the trees in the water. It reminds me of our younger days, when we used to explore everything with a childlike curiosity. George, I am watching the birds and the sky. I feel that you're watching over me. The clouds are white. The sky is blue, but not that blue. I wish I could see beyond the clouds. Do you remember last year when the mama duck fell sick? It was heartbreaking to see the little ones nudging her to get up. You had carried her home and fed her with a syringe. I knew you had a tender heart, but I didn't know you were capable of such kindness. She is fine now. She loves the pond so much now that she refuses to leave. Little Johnny and his mother come to feed the ducks. It is such a fun sight to see. Johnny giggle and jump in excitement. He reminds me of our Bob. Bob has become such a serious man. Joy has gone out of his life. I hope he sees what he is doing to himself. I don't give the children any advice, just like you said. They are smart and intelligent. They can make their decisions. That is why I didn't ask them to stay. George, if I have to live alone, then I better learn to live alone now. I will cry. I will miss you. I know you will watch over me. I am not my normal self yet. I feel drained of all my energy. I feel like crying. I forced myself to get up this morning. I fed the birds and the ducks. I walked in the backyard. I finally showered. I cleaned your study and the bedroom. Everywhere I went, you were there. Your memories were there. Darkness has overwhelmed the day. A day has passed without you. I spent the day feeling lost, restless, confused, in pain. Will this pass? You always said this too shall pass. The shadows grow longer. I can't see the birds anymore. They are up there somewhere, hiding in the branches. They are the ones who wake me in the morning. I sometimes wonder about their spirit, the energy they have. They play, they fly, they eat from the bird feeder, and then they sit on the fence or on the branches of the trees and watch me. I am afraid to go to bed, all alone. I am sitting on the front porch, waiting for you. My heart says, you will magically come and say, Cathy, it is getting dark and cold. Let us go inside. George, I fell asleep in my chair. It is early morning. Little John's school bus is here to take him to school. George, my love, I am awake. I am alive. My life is in a whirlpool under below without you.